to her crib.
Some of you may not know there is a strike happening in Philadelphia. The city workers have gone on strike demanding higher pay, amongst other things. I think their pay is around $16 an hour, and they're required to live in the city.
Get this right. Sanitation workers go up to the city, speak with the mayor, and say, hey, we want better insurance, we want better pay, we want to be able to live outside of the city because you guys don't pay us a livable wage.
But not all sanitation workers get paid $16 an hour. They get paid from the ranges of $16 an hour to, I think it's $25 an hour. The same thing with the water department. They get paid between the ranges of $16 to $25 an hour, if I'm not mistaken, or probably, I think the water department employees start a little lower. And I guess it depends on the level that you're in, right? So I'm a little confused.
Right? We want, you know what I'm saying, better work time, life schedules. We want to be able to, you know, when we need to leave for either trauma experience or whatever the type of situation is, right? And the mayor said no. At the exact same time, the mayor of Philadelphia gave herself a 9% raise.
How do we know that the mayor gave herself a 9% raise? Let me see. Did the mayor of Philadelphia give herself a 9% raise? It says no, Philadelphia's Mayor Sherelle L. Parker did not give herself a pay raise. She stated that the claim that she gave herself a 9% raise is not factual. The mayor's office also confirmed this, stating that the claim is untrue. Okay, let me finish hearing you out, and then I'm gonna hear her because she has a comeback for this.
And they're just asking to have livable wages to be able to do what they need to do. So they told her, hey, we're going on strike. Garbage has been piling up everywhere. So the mayor did not set up any infrastructure to go on while the strike is going on. So what they did is they drop a bunch of dumpsters in local parks around different neighborhoods and different areas and say, yo, just throw your trash in those places. Do you understand there is video footage that there is so much garbage that you can barely see the tip rim of the dumpster? Yeah. Remember, Philadelphia produces over 2 tons worth of trash every day. Every day.
And that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. All I am doing is putting solutions on the table. All right. For those of you, for those that want to, think fast, rush, panic, there's no need to panic in situations like this. What if the grid was to go down? We had no electricity, no light, no phones, no computers, no nothing. We would have to go outside, right? Start a little campfire to cook and stuff like that, right? And for those of y'all that got smart houses, right, or have smart devices within your houses to use the sink and the water and all that, I mean, you would have to change all that and go the old-fashioned way just to get some water. But if the water department is down, right, because of the grid being down, will they still be able to, keep up with cleaning the water supplies and the water systems, with the maintenance and all that? You see what I'm like? What would happen if we was forced to go back to the old Flintstone way all the way? That's what I'm saying. Like, if we can't pull it together in situations like this, what would happen if shit went dark? How would we survive?
So every day that we're not doing anything to fix this situation of getting back to the table and mitigating it, trash is building up. They're allowing vermin in this summer heat. Okay,
rodents that we've been having issues with for the longest. For the longest. All right. It's not that we're going to start having. It's going to get worse. Start having. Motherfucker, where the fuck you been at? In Mars? Space? I mean, in the galaxy out there with Eloise? Like, what the hell is going on? We've been having the rodent problem because motherfuckers within neighborhoods, within communities are nasty as shit. Point blank. Shout out to the ones that keep their fronts and, you know, their backyards and their alley clean. But others, man, the majority of motherfuckers in Philly ain't shit when it comes to that, man. They disgusting. They're really fucking disgusting, all right? So we've had rodent and rat problems, roach problems for the longest. At least New York getting it together. What the fuck is our excuse?
Roaches, whatnot, are finna go rampant. Just get them people their money. I don't understand that, you know.
I agree, give them their raise. But when they get their raise, they need to start doing their jobs too. Because as professional workers, right, employees, right, of the state of Philadelphia, they shouldn't be going head to head with civilians, with citizens and shit like that. They shouldn't be arguing with the elderly people. If they're sanitation workers, right, they should be picking up the trash. If a bag breaks in front of their fucking truck, they're supposed to pick up that little dustpan that they got and that little fucking broom, sweep it up, pick it up, put it inside the trash, and keep it fucking pushing. But no. There's times and points of time where sanitation workers and citizens be at fucking war. You'll be seeing trash all over the streets, not just on the sidewalks, but in the street too, because that day the sanitation workers decided to be just as nasty as the motherfucking neighbors that leave their fronts dirty or don't know how to keep their trash organized. All right, and I'm not trying to offend or bully or bash anybody. I am just speaking the facts of what I see, right, happening within our communities. All right, these are issues that we've been trying to tackle for the longest. A lot of block captains can't even sit here and, you know, when it's time to clean up, they can even have a simple, decent conversation with, you know, with the people within the community, right, to get together and clean their neighborhoods, because some of these, you know, some of the neighbors, some of the people that live in the community ain't nothing but assholes. They ask, they want, but they won't give. And it's not that they're maceta or none of that shit. They not, listen, man.
Oh, that you need more money. But you're trying to tell city sanitation workers who do a vital and important and appreciated job, civil job, that they don't deserve to be able to make a livable wage. Are you okay?
They do deserve that.
Are you okay? Do you not see the level of garbage that is everywhere? The likely chances of disease and the spread of disease goes up every minute.
Some of you may not know there is a strike happening in Philadelphia. The city.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. This shit is nasty.
You know, you never really know how much you need somebody's job until they just not there no more. Philly mayor decided to give herself a 9% raise.
See, I gotta pause it right here, right? Because I don't want people that are watching me say, you know, that, you know, over here on my channel, I'm saying that she decided to give herself a 9% raise, right? These are people that are coming online and saying this, right? I don't want to go by what the people are saying, right? So according to the books, according to the paperwork, right, she has not given herself a 9% raise. I want y'all to look at this. She even came out and spoke on this, right? So right now, all of this is nothing more than just allegedly that the mayor gave herself a 9% raise, right? And does not want to give the union reps and the employees, right, a raise. So far, all that is allegedly. When you hear people say that, it is an allegedly. If she did do that, like I said, I'm not with it. I'm against it.
Continue working with the leadership, the member. I want to continue working with the leadership. The members send their leaders to the table to negotiate on their behalf. But you are perceptive in noting that I am being very direct, because when I left City Hall today from a briefing, I walked around and I had a chance to talk to some members from District Council 33. And when I talked to them about what was on the table, they said that's not true. They said, but we can tell you what is true. I said, what's true? That you came in, you got elected and gave yourself a 9% raise when you became the mayor. I said, I don't know how to. I don't know how to tell you that that is a blatant falsehood. It's an untruth. It is a lie. When I was elected mayor in January of 2024, I started with the same exact salary that Philadelphia Mayor Jim Kenney had on December the 31st when he had his last day in office. That was $261,497. So to say when I came in, I gave myself a 9% pay raise, it's just not factual, Philadelphia. And quite frankly, to the tax-paying residents of the city of Philadelphia, while I don't have the ability to stop information from being disseminated on social media, I do have the right to share the truth with you.
I'm stuck because I gotta give it to her, man. She's doing what she's got to do as the mayor of Philadelphia. But this right here, this rock in the little road, has got everybody divided. This is not the time to be divided. This is the time to come together, get our shit together, and do what we got to do as citizens of Philadelphia. This at one point was considered the city of brotherly love, but now it's considered, right, Philadelphia, aka Philadelphia.
$261,497, the same salary that Mayor Jim Kenney had when he left. I received a COLA in July of 2024. Not that I gave myself, a COLA of 3.14%. Is that pie? I'm sorry, 3.14%. Okay? That's what I received, not because the mayor gave herself a raise, but because the legislative branch passed legislation in 2003, before I was ever even elected to public office. I was a staffer in the City Council of Philadelphia. But I tell you one thing I do know for sure, the men and women behind me, along with Sherelle Parker as your mayor, who will never complain about the hard work that it takes to run this city, because I asked you to give me the opportunity to lead, and you had faith enough in me.
I have faith in you. Listen, even when you misspelled Eagles, E-L-G-L-E-S, Eagles, Eagles, go Eagles, go Eagles, go Eagles, E-L, what? Wait, E-L-G-L-E-S. I was gonna say E-A, but it was E-L-G-L-E-S. Even when she said that, man, I still have respect for her. I mean, it was funny as shit because she was so firm with that. That's how you spell E-L-G-L-E-S, Eagles. And I'm like, I thought it was E-A-G-L-E-S. I guess I forgot how to spell in grammar. But if she can't spell Eagles, what makes y'all think she gave herself a raise? No disrespect, Cheryl Parker, all right? I'm not coming at you. I'm just trying to, mend the fences, okay?
To give me the opportunity to become your mayor, and I've been doing the best I can with what I have. So when you talk about my salary and you give out misinformation on social media, I can't counter it. But I can tell you that the leadership of District Council 33, they earn $280,000 plus. I've been your mayor for 18 months. I've had to deal with a plane crash, an explosion, deadly fires, mass shootings, a school district that we're fighting for funding for, mass transit that we're trying to get funding from Harris.
Can I interview you, Cheryl Parker? I gotta meet up with you. What time you gonna be there on Monday? You gonna be outside Center City talking in public? I'll be right there. But you gotta let me put the camera in both our faces, all right? I want to ask you some questions. I need to ask you some questions, all right? because I really rocks with you. I really rocks with you. I'm with, you know, everything that you're doing, but we need to fix this, right? Because all this information is really being spread. Is it misinformation or is it not misinformation, right? But how can anybody prove if it's true or not? Because I'm not going to ask her for her pay stubs. So how do we prove if what they're accusing her of is true? So until proven, I can't sit here and say she gave her a raise. I can't.
For $1 billion in revenue lost to the city of Philadelphia because we have vacant commercial buildings in town that are no longer being occupied, that we need to get converted to residential. I've been working for you, the city of Philadelphia, and I'm not perfect. You hear me? But for anyone saying to you that your mayor is not providing a fair and fiscally offer on the table for members of District Council 33, it's just not right.
And she makes a point. She makes a real good point right there. All right. So hold on one second. I got the link down below. Anybody that wants to, you know, bring their own topic, I'm gonna get the video. I'm gonna finish this little TikTok video, and then I'm gonna put the what she said, the whole bit. I'm gonna play the whole video. All right. Give me 1 second. Where is my YouTube? Right there. Man, I got the link pinned up there. What the hell am I doing? I'm tripping. Need to get it together. Get it together, Ray. I gained all this weight. I think my brain cells gained some weight too. I got this big ass fucking muffin. I don't like it. It don't match my hips. It don't match shit in my body. So I gotta get rid of this muffin. I'm walking around looking like Humpty Dumpty and shit. No, not really. I don't look like Patrick. I might look like SpongeBob. Yep, I might look like SpongeBob right now. In my opinion, I just don't like my belly right now. I need to lose that shit. I'm back to physical therapy, so that means I can go to the gym. You got me food. All right. So now let's get back to what he's saying. Because I don't want nobody saying, well, Rachel was spreading misinformation. I'm not. This is what they're saying. This is what they think, right? I don't know where they got the information from, but I cannot, you know, sit here and say, well, yeah, I agree with people because I don't have no proof. Unless somebody has proof that the mayor gave herself that much of a raise, right? And is not willing to give the sanitation workers, the water department workers, right, the 911 dispatchers, or none of them, you know, a raise, then she's wrong. Completely wrong. And I agree with y'all. But other than that, the way people spread misinformation, a lot of people say what they've heard somebody else say, right? Instead of doing deeper research, I can't do that.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. This shit is nasty.
You know, you never really know how much you need somebody's job until they just not there no more. Philly mayor decided to give herself a 9% raise and decided to give the sanitation department a 3% raise. They said on July 1st, we gonna go on strike. Philly mayor said, I don't care, we don't need y'all. They say that video is just day one.
Dude, that's because you don't realize they're thinking about bringing in the robot trucks, right? Which is going to replace the sanitation workers. They're not going to be needed if the truck picks up the bins and the trash cans on its own. Have y'all not seen them already? Tried it in New York? Listen, for the past 3 to 4 years, I've been talking about why can't we get the sanitation, you know, the sanitation here in Philadelphia the way it is like in London and, you know, Rome and all them places, right? And boom, it's starting to happen here. That's the crazy part. And that's how they do it, with robots. No humans working for them. That's the crazy part. Even though I don't agree with the robots taking over people's jobs, that's why I say we need to get our shit together. We need to learn how to figure out how to come to terms with a lot of shit, how to handle deals and negotiations and much more. Some people just don't know how to do it.
Of the strike, I think y'all should just dump it in front of her doorstep.
They already did that.
Everybody just take their trash to the mayor's doorstep.
They did that.
I'm gonna have our whole house smelling like ass and boo-boo juice.
You got it.
Man, listen, they already did that. So not just her community smells like ass butt juice, right? All the community smells like ass butt juice because people want to be stupid. We're doing this. All right, her solution wasn't the best, but let's work with her. Like, y'all get so mad and so pissed off. I get it. But right now, the sanitation workers, the union workers, and her are trying to come to terms with a deal. And instead of us making it easier, we're making it worse. What does that say about us? Let's see what the comments say. Politicians should not be allowed to give themselves raises. Should always be a vote from the people. Doesn't Congress do that already? Like, it should be by law how much they get paid. I don't think. Can the mayor give themselves a raise? Yeah, see, they cannot. It says generally a mayor cannot literally decide to give themselves a raise. Mayoral salaries are typically determined by the city or town council through the ordinance. Council oversight. The city council is responsible for fixing the mayor's salary. This process ensures a check and balance on the mayor's power and prevents self-dealing. See, so she didn't give herself a raise. According to this, she's not allowed to give herself a raise. The salary is usually set by an ordinance, which is a local law passed by the council. So council is the one that does this. Increase or decrease in mayoral compensation often have timing restrictions. For instance, in some places, changes cannot take effect during the mayor's current term, but must be enacted before the next election. This is to prevent officials from increasing their salaries once they are in office. So she cannot, once again, by law, she cannot give herself a raise. The council's decision on a mayor's salary may involve public debate, potentially even a community referendum. Okay, and in summary, a mayor cannot simply give themselves a raise. Their salary is a matter of a public ordinance established and approved by the city council, and typically with limitations on when any salary adjustments can take effect. So if this is true, they're giving her a hard time for nothing. And she sat here and said that she is not giving herself a raise. So, let's see what else the comments say. It's not the Mexicans or the black people that are destroying this country. It's the politicians. Stand strong, Philly. I don't know. You got a mayor that lives within our communities, that has been tackling the issues that we've had in our communities, that is listening to the block captains of the community. I'm one of them. What else do y'all want? What else do y'all want? The black men mayors couldn't do it. So now a woman black mayor can't do it either. So y'all just not fucking satisfied. I'm not going to fucking sit here and sugarcoat this shit. I'm going to cut this shit down the motherfucking middle because I know that the citizens too have a part in this shit. What the fuck is Philly going to do? Y'all going to keep sitting here crying and making fucking excuses of what we cannot or can do? Or are we going to do what the fuck we can do and get our shit the fuck together? And I agree with this person right here. Trash collection is one of the most important jobs in society, period. So what the fuck are we going to do?
The city of Philadelphia said before they side with the mayor, they're going to fill the whole city up with trash. Since the mayor decided that she was going to give herself a 9% raise and give all the sanitation workers a 3% raise, they said, okay, well, July 1st, we going on.
But she never said that. And I just showed the video that she didn't say that. She was telling the people of Philadelphia that the rumors that are going around that she gave herself a 9% raise is not true. And I heard it in the video. So me personally, I'm not going to keep spreading misinformation. If the people of Philadelphia want to, sit here and keep spreading information, that's on them.
Strike, and we'll see what you do about that. And to that, the mayor said, I don't care. We don't need you, basically, is what she's telling them. So she took about 50 spots, public parks, mind you, and she said, this is where the new trash dump will be. She instructed all the residents of Philadelphia to take their trash to these.
See, I wouldn't have chose public parks at all. I would have chose empty lots, parking lots, anything that's empty, a place where there's abandoned houses, which we got plenty of those that, the city of Philadelphia has not fixed up yet. We got plenty of those. I feel as though she should have chose those areas. I mean, shit, I don't know if on Monday, they're going to come and fix the streets over here. I mean, they've been fixing it so far on the north side of Philadelphia. But on the west side of Philadelphia and south side of Philadelphia, right, according to people and according to videos, right, they've got, abandoned construction sites, which means there are streets that are still dug up. You see where I'm coming from and shit like that? Like, it's crazy. People are already nasty and dirty. And she's doing everything in her power. Like, she's fixing the ecosystem, the sewers, the manholes, trying to fix the problem with the double parking, right? The people speeding, all this shit. And what's crazy is, right, the reason why I don't, sit here and pick a side, because I've also seen, the workers here that are on this side personally got to deal with bullshit within people in certain communities, right? Because when they come, they close off the blocks so they can get their job done. Or you got people talking about, you should have gotten your car out, because they got signs everywhere saying that there's going to be construction being done. So your car shouldn't have been parked at that time that they were going to come to work. They shouldn't have to deal with the bullshit. You see where I'm coming from? Y'all need to get your shit together. I know that some of them are assholes, right? Some of the workers are assholes. I've seen them. But the majority of them are cool as shit. They don't deserve to be disrespected. It's crazy how I noticed that y'all get mad at the motherfucker that disrespected y'all, and y'all take it out on the motherfucker that didn't take it out on y'all. And I think that's some fucked up shit. And there's a lot of people that do this shit. Whether it's on situations like this, family-wise, friendship-wise, it doesn't matter the place. There are people that are like that. For real. I don't know why.
Designated parks, even though it's the middle of summer, during a heat wave, mind you. That's when the residents of Philadelphia stepped in and said, not gonna happen. They said they refused to put their trash in their cars and take them to these designated spots when they pay already for trash to be picked up from their houses. They're telling other residents, just let your trash pile up, keep it in your yard. I don't know what to tell you, where to put it, just leave it on the street. And now the city is starting to fill up with trash. So we're gonna see how long this mayor lasts.
Not everybody is saying that. You got people talking about, I'll pick your trash up, $5. Like we got an old head right here in our neighborhood. I heard of another one is charging $10. I mean, they're not charging that much, between $5 to $10. Come on, y'all. Let's be real. They'll put the trash in their fucking trucks and take it to the sanitation place. I know y'all already paying for it, but what the fuck can we do? The workers are on strike. How are we going to get them? How are we going to help them get off strike? That should be what we should be talking about. What the fuck can we do as citizens to make the situation better and easier? But I don't hear none of that. And Cheryl Parker spent millions on illegals. Cheryl Parker wasn't, in office when fucking Biden and Kamala Harris decided to do what they did. She just came into office last year. That's why I'm looking at people like, what the fuck is wrong with people? This shit is crazy, man.
It's not going to be long before that summer heat start cooking this trash. And out come the rats, roaches, mice, the maggots, and all the things in between.
Man, they're already out here. This is just going to make the situation that's happening in Philadelphia worse. conversations that we've had amongst people, you know, what are we going to do? The sanitation workers and the citizens sometimes be head to head with each other, right? It'd be a lot of disrespect amongst each other. I don't know why. But shout out to the ones that are respectful, because I'm not going to sit here and lie. Like, you know, the clip workers, the people that work for clips, they are great. I love them. I respect the shit out of them. But some of these people that work for the sanitation department, boy, some of them get on my nerves. But there are a lot of them that are real good workers that deserve their props, deserve a lot of respect. So it's kind of like, y'all see why I'm stuck in the middle of this shit? Because it's like I'm on both sides right now, whether people like it or not. There is no picking sides on this. It's a matter of they got to deal with the situation. They got to come to terms, figure this shit out, and get back to work. Or are we going to sit here and take their places? Are they going to pay y'all their salary? You see where I'm coming from? What are we going to do to make the situation easy? What solutions do you have?
I don't know why. Every time they give us a little bit of power, we just can't do fucking right. What is the Philly mayor doing? Her idea of how she's going to handle this trash situation is proof that she did not deserve that 9% raise. Sis, please just...
How do we know that she got a 9% raise when, if you look up, it is illegal for her to give herself a 9% raise? If she did that, as we the people, we would be able to get her off of office, out of office, and behind bars. I mean, shit, do you not see what's happening with, what's her name, Tiffany Hayard or whatever, the governor or mayor of another city? Come on, let's be real about it. All that shit will be exposed if what people are saying about Mayor Sherelle Parker is true. Man, all that shit will be exposed, like that chick, that mayor or governor from that other city, Tiffany Hayard, whatever her name is. Like, let's be real, guys. Come on, man. Y'all see? Listen.
Hit the reverse button and give those men and women of waste management the ways they deserve, and take, girl, the way you are handling this situation is proof that you are inept and do not deserve that 9% raise. Listen, to the people of Philly, let this be a wake-up call for y'all to get out and vote, because that is low down, and it's proof that she don't give a damn.
First of all, don't nobody fucking vote for the mayor when it's time to elect for the mayor or the governor. Nobody voted when it was just time to vote for the DAs, right? For the Supreme Court, for the judicial. Nobody went and voted. Only a few people went and voted. Who voted? Y'all know who is the next DA? Y'all know who are the new judges in office now? Like, come on, man.
Damn about the people. She just there for the coins. She said refrain from placing any trash on the curbside. What about dirty diapers, girl? What about seafood? You want those people to hold that trash in their homes until you get this shit together? Absolutely not. And then your idea is making up a specific location for them to dump it. What if they...
Well, the majority of people on food stamps shouldn't be buying seafood, and I don't care who gets mad at me for saying that shit. That shit is so fucking expensive, it takes half your fucking food stamps. So the majority of people that are on food stamps should not be on fucking buying seafood anyway, unless they're buying, you know, some flounder or some shit like that. But seafood boils and all that shit from the crab shacks where they take food stamps, please tell me how. You should pay for that shit cash. I'm dead serious on that. That's the one thing I don't agree. We got Miss April Showers in the building, guys. Make sure y'all go check out Miss April Showers. Great conversations, great topics. And she is also someone on these YouTube platforms that fights for our kids.
You don't have a fucking car. You did not think this one through, sis. That's okay, because I'm sure you're...
Oh, yeah, she didn't think that one through. I said it myself, yeah. On that one, I agree with a lot of people. Sherelle Parker did not think it through when she decided to do the bin situation, because not a lot of people have cars. She did. Well, then, once again, like I said, there's a solution. There's people out here offering, you pay me, I'll take your trash. They're on strike. What the fuck else can you do?
Your trash is still running wherever you stay. With your 9% raise, I'm sure you got a good automobile that you can transport your trash to the dump. And if you got a kid, you probably got you a nice diaper genie. You ain't got to worry about the funk of dirty diapers. I don't know why. Every time they...
That was the dumbest shit. You got a kid? Are you worrying about dirty diapers?
Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
The fuck is this?
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
That ain't no fucking sense.
Not filling our cars with garbage, Sherelle Parker. Okay? No one wants to do.
Just walked by a city trash collection site on Broad and Schneider. It's a dumpster. It's also nearly full already, halfway through day one of the strike. If this is Sherelle Parker's plan to avoid paying sanitation workers, Philly is going to be full-on apocalyptic by this weekend. And people are noticing that a lot of these trash collection sites are in parks. So now it seems like Philadelphia parks are going to be filled up with trash soon. But I have a better idea. Instead of filling our parks with trash, we should go and leave our trash on the doorstep of Mayor Parker.
I don't even think that's the solution. But so far, you know, everybody's solution is to go dump the trash in front of the mayor's house. Like, I get it. She should have, she should have known this was going to happen, but yo. Hold on one second, guys. Let me see.
This is what the system is about. This is how it happens, bro.
While the city and union took the holiday off from negotiating, the trash continues to be an issue in neighborhoods. We saw some near 60th and Columbia in West Philadelphia unloading their garbage next to a recreation center.
Can't blame her. This is Nutter and Kenny's mess. Kenny lied in our face, in District 33's face. Shook our hands and lied in our face. We don't have no hazard pay. We dodging cars every day, bro.
Overnight, police say there were several garbage fires at collection sites across the city. They called this a serious matter. We're ending night 4 of the strike, and no deal.
We are working extremely hard, doing everything that we can do, Philadelphia, to reach a fair and fiscally responsible contract with our municipal workers who are part of District Council 33. And we're going to keep hammering away.
This is what the system is about. This is how it happens, bro.
While the city and...
This is crazy. So while the system, while people are on strike, Philadelphia, what is we going to do as citizens? Is we going to keep complaining and making excuses, or are we going to figure out something?
Whatever the mayor of Philly smoking, I got to get some too. Because you know how delusional you got to be to throw a 4th of July party with no sanitation workers in sight. Now, shout out to amputee mom of 3 here on TikTok because she posted the downtown area's festivities for 4th of July in Philadelphia. And based off of the video alone, it looks like it was a good turnout. But the question is, who's going to clean up this mess after? Apparently nobody, because look at the mountain of garbage sitting in the Philly streets as fireworks go off in the background. And that ain't the only mess that Philly experienced this weekend, because according to NBC News, LL Cool J, as well as Jasmine Sullivan, had backed out of their performances because, again, nobody's crossing that picket line. Now, LL Cool J had stated in a tweet, "There's absolutely no way that I could perform, cross a picket line, and pick up money when I know that people are out here fighting for a living wage." He said this on Thursday, right before he was supposed to perform. Now, Jasmine had taken to her IG story and stated, "Today, I choose not to perform at the Wow Wow Welcome America concert, and I stand with Philly DC 33, which is the union." It goes on to say, "Until the city and the union find a way to bring fair living wages for the working class." Now, after receiving that backlash from their 2 top performers, the mayor went ahead and said, "I respect his decision," referring to LL Cool J, and said, "I understand his desire to see the city unified. He's always welcome to Philadelphia. And when the next election cycle comes in, y'all better never elect that woman again, because she's clearly showing you she don't give a damn about Philly."
Let's see what Sherelle Parker has to say. There we go. Hold on, I'm trying to get the right video.